Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Hey, it's Charles. Hey, real quick, my battery's gonna run out, so I want to show you some different things today, and some different funny things here in Serbia. Not really funny, but some things I don't know how to say, and I find them kind of funny because I'm a weirdo, you know. First thing, I got a couple beers. First one is Budweiser. See this? This is not the Budweiser we're used to in the United States. This is called Czech imported Budweiser. Somebody said they're going through Budweiser. Somebody said they're going through a lawsuit because this is a aftermarket of our Budweiser. 5% alcohol, good tasting beer. Some of the bars you go to here will have this on tap. So it's not bad, you know. 5%, it's like 85 dinara for this, a little over $1 for this little big beer. Made in the Czech Republic, unless you're Sarah Palin and a conservative Tea Party Republican, you'll think that means Chechnya, which used to be in the Soviet Union, but it's not now. The next beer, and I hated to get this big one, but I did. This here, because it's so cheap, this is called Merak. This is in Cyrillica or Cyrillic. It's got a P. You can see that right there. This is 4 point. It's really low alcohol. It's where are you, my friend? I just saw it a minute ago. It is 4.5% alcohol, so it's way less, but it's cheap. 144 dinara, like $1.50 for this whole thing. It's got this beautiful young lady and the Serbian flag without the little crest in the center. And this beer is not one of my favorites. The smell, I do not like the smell of this beer, but it's okay. You know, you can't really complain, right? For 144 dinara for a big bottle of beer, you know, it's okay. You know, you see these big signs all over the city, all along big apartment buildings and everything. For Merak is what it is. So anyway, that's a couple more beers here in Serbia. I got some other foods here that I want to show you. They're kind of funny too. I think they're funny. I don't really know the names of them in Serbian, so I didn't want to you know, go into that. The lady here, I bought this little bag at a little fish store. It's here in Serbia, you go anywhere you can find a pekara. You can usually find a little place for pljeskavica, like a grill place, and then there's also little places with fish, riba. And this here, I got like 100 grama, which is 100 grams of fish, and this is what they look like. My buddy Miloš Birovic in Sremska Mitrovica, he had a kotlić, which is like outside, a little pot on the fire, and we made some of these. You can get them really cheap. This was 55 dinara for 100 grams. It's a little fish. They don't do anything to it. They just throw it they put batter on it. Like batter is like flour and eggs and stuff, and then they throw it into a pot, and it's got the head, the bones, and everything in it. You can see the bones. You can just eat them. It's fantastic, you know. Good flavor, and they're cheap. It's like you're eating popcorn, but it's a whole fish. Really good. Next thing we got here, holy hell, where'd that come from? There's another little fish. Next thing I got here, these were 65 dinara, and there's two things. This one is a fried pepper. Serbia, they eat a lot of these big red peppers. This is how they make ajvar, which is that condiment that's really spicy. They make lutenica, which is another spicy condiment. They eat stuffed peppers. They do a lot of stuff with these stuffed peppers. This has batter on it, you know, and stuff. Really good. This is another thing that I got for 65 dinner. I got two of these. This is a fried some vegetable. It's a little green thing that's about the size of your finger. I don't know what it is. She didn't even know. She told me in Serbian, but I don't remember. It's got like a really crisp, not crisp taste, kind of it can't be crisp because it's been boiled or battered, but it's got a clean, kind of fresh taste, kind of I don't even know how to describe it, but it's good. Two of these 65 dinara. Then I got this big thing. This is about as big as my hand. This is 160 dinara, and this is called smuj, or river fish here in Serbia. So you can get this big, huge thing of fish, battered fish. A really good taste. You can taste that it's a river fish instead of sea fish, because it's got kind of that, I like to say, muddy flavor to it. which sounds kind of dirty. I mean, it sounds kind of nasty, but man, I don't have anything to wipe my freaking hands on. Izvinite. Check it. Okay, good. But it's got kind of that mucky flavor to it. The other thing I got, this here was, how much was this? This was 90 dinara, almost $1. A whole big thing of, it's a quarter of a kilogram here. It's got peppers, it's got carrots, it's got rice, and it's got, what else does it have in it? Onion in it. And I don't really have a fork here to eat it with, but just a rice and stuff all mixed together are little things. So all of this stuff I got is really, really cheap. Good filling meal. Actually, more than I should. It's all fried stuff, you know. And a lot of you are warning me about my fried food addiction. But you know what? One thing I don't like about this country, it's very difficult. I mean, only those of you who've been in the USA would understand. If you've been to the USA, you know there's so many home-style restaurants. You can stop and sit down and have a home-cooked style meal. Here in Serbia, it's not as easy to do. There's a lot of kafanas that have different things, but a lot of those, when I'm out by myself, I'm a little bit nervous because there's a lot of old men, and I don't like to go in there saying I don't speak English, and not that they're going to hurt me or anything, but it's just kind of embarrassing, you know. So I like to get a lot of to-go stuff. I'm still got that to-go mentality that I've had for years and years. And I posted something today, a blog about McDonald's hating Serbia, and the jealousy with Pljeskavica and stuff, and the whole thing. I had that shirt that said, God save the Serbs. I never had a problem with McDonald's coffee spilling. Today it dripped all over that shirt, man, and I gave it to the old lady that lives here. She's gonna wash it for me. Wash it. I always say wash because I'm a hillbilly. But anyway, I think McDonald's is jealous of you, Serbia. You know. Anyway, that's it. Cool little things. Budweiser, not Budweiser in a lawsuit. Czech Budweiser, that's fake. Good beer. A little over $1 for this. About $1.50 for a big 2-liter of Merak, which is not the best, but it'll do you good. It's got a beautiful young lady on it, if that helps you, you know. A little bag, 55 dinara for 100 gram of these little fish. They're really good.
Idem ja kod Nikicu.
Izvinite.
Idem kod Dekita.
Da.
Kod mame.
Okej, da.
Da uzem tu tečnost, da operam to.
Da, razumem. Okej, da.
Slušaj me.
Ja, da se.
Ovo. To je čisto.
Da.
Čisto je, gledaj. Nije to. Nije. Nego kako me je previla. Pa je stavila lek.
Oh, the sad stuff.
Pa je prešlo.
Razumem.
Prešlo je, da.
Da, dobro.
Prešlo. Inače bi ja išla u hitnu da se previje. Ako sutra bude tako ja.
Da.
Ne valja.
Da.
Nije dobro, ali šta da radi?
Da. You want some? Da.
Sad sam jela.
Okay, da.
Samo da ne bude.
Da, znam, da. Tako je. Da.
Idem za čas kod njih pa ću da dođem. Ću zaključati.
Oh, da. Ja... Here, so da, I'll be good. Hvala, vidimo se.
Ajde.
Vidimo se. Cool, you saw, that's her. So, I didn't understand half the stuff she said. So, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Cheap food. Peppers. Fish. This stuff. Chips, minnows, and a 77-year-old woman that's wonderful. She just took my shirt I was telling you about that had coffee on it. And it's taking it somewhere to pre-treat it, I think. I don't know what she said. You'll know. Hvala vam. Vidimo se.